point, or my next to the last one, as we say in Yorkshire. This is called This Floating Word. I threw a word into the ocean. The word was buoyant, and it sank. I fired a word into the air. The word was projectile, and it backfired on me. I threw a word over my shoulder. The word was flippant, and it cared not a jot. I found a word at the centre of myself, and it beats. Sorry, I found a word at the centre of myself. The word was heart, and it beats. Everything. I carried a word up a mountain. The word was heavy, but the journey seemed long. So I introduced it to some other words, and together they formed a song. They sang, buoyant projectile, flippant heavy heart. The destination is never the journey, though the end is always the start. That's what Ian Banks. Thank you. You've been very kind. This is my last piece of the evening. It's called I Want to Hear Poetry. I want to hear poetry that wears its heart on its sleeve, that's as honest as a baby's cry, but in some ways more naive, that doesn't require any lateral thinking to work out what it means, but is straight to the point, blunt like a brick, and not trying to be part of a scene. I want to hear poetry that tears through the fabrication of reality, that's lucid, well-meaning, woven with words of clarity, which speak of something that can't be said, of feelings that can't be expressed, with contradictions that negate themselves, that you think in your heart, but you feel in your head. I want to hear poetry that questions the roots of oppression, that weighs upon my brain like a bad case of compression, that's eloquent, thoughtful, not easily deceived, that's open to suggestions and never preconceives. I want to hear poetry that is cooling salve on broken sores, that slips gently past the listener's ears and is soaked up through the pores, that's written by gods, spoken by angels, poetry that can be shared like jokes at after-dinner tables. I want to hear poetry that's uncomplicated, that says what it believes, and when the poem's over, gives a humble bow and leaves. Thank you very much. And we'll be here
As gentlemen, let's hear it for the Buddhist Holmes.